Hello, welcome to the launch of my ePortfolio and this video tour. My name is Dominic Smith. I am a Master's candidate for the Master's in Educational Technology program at UBC. I have created this portfolio based on my proposal completed for my final course in this program, eTech 590. You can find a copy and details included at the bottom of the eTech 590 page. The intended audience for this EP includes UBC, BC Teachers Qualification Services, my peers, parents, and students. You will also note a brief bio on the introduction page as well. I am fortunate to live and work on Vancouver Island. I have been teaching since 2004, most recently as the boys 7-8 teacher and junior technology coordinator at Queen Margaret School. As you may have noticed, there is a space shuttle theme to the images in my portfolio. Why the connection to the space shuttle? Well, I suppose part of my interest in the technology and interest in the shuttle began with a tragedy. Do you remember where you were and what newsworthy event occurred on January 28, 1986? I was sitting in my junior high school library watching the launch of the Space Shuttle Challenger. This disaster was burned into my memory, partly due to the fact that I was looking forward to watching Krista McAuliffe from space. Being a civilian and a teacher, she never got a chance to possibly inspire a generation of students. Is this why I'm a teacher today? Well, as it turns out, as a teacher, 30 years later, I get a chance to use the Space Shuttle program to share my MET mission and the learning I have done during this program. So what is my personal mission within this EP? Well, let me take you through a bit of the layout first. To begin with, my site has been created using WordPress. This is a program that was introduced to me during MET, which I enjoyed using due to its relative ease of use. Please feel free to navigate the site in any fashion you wish, but I have created it with the intent of a linear sequence of events, much like the orbiter missions, which are planned and follow a distinct set of procedures. You can navigate through the site by using the navigation menu at the top of the screen. If you hover over the core tabs, you may select particular class information at any time. Please note that on each page and course page, the title of the course is hyperlinked to the UBC MET course descriptions. Within the text, there are various hyperlinks as well, leading to the artifacts I've chosen to share within this portfolio. One other link you will find with descriptors can be found at the bottom of each page. These links can be used to return to the main page for each section of the mission or to move on. Moving through the EP, the mission stages should be read first. This will provide a link between my metaphor and my selection of courses for each stage. Also, Reflections on Course Pages is divided into two parts. The first is a connection to my metaphor, and the second a direct reflection with respect to the artifacts I wish to share. As I mentioned, my metaphor for my journey is related to a shuttle mission plan. Clicking on the mission button will provide you with details connecting my MET journey to the space shuttle mission. I provided a visual connection at the bottom of this page, comparing the stages of the shuttle mission with my own journey. Much preparation, collaboration, and planning goes into every NASA mission. In this case, I have decided to begin with the reflections as astronauts sit in the orbiter prepared for liftoff. There are a number of procedures and analysis that is done while the orbiter sits on the launch pad. With this in mind, the section of my EP discusses my first 3 courses I completed in the MET program. During my reflections, I realized that although I was comfortable with technology at this stage of the program, I was unaware of the research, processes, and procedures that might assist in the successful integration of technology into an educational environment. I also learned to better appreciate the understanding of learning theories and course design, which would provide me with a stronger foundation for my learning in the MET program. Moving about 2 minutes into the launch, the orbital will go through a number of procedures which will lead to the solid rocket boosters and the external tank separating from the vehicle. As the orbiter rotates through its launch, the astronauts and computer systems analyze the orbiter's progress. During this time, there is a window for mission abort, should there be a need. I too was feeling a little pressure regarding a go, no-go in the program at this point. Both courses that are associated with this section of the mission pushed me beyond my comfort zone. However, I realize now that both of these courses developed a personal skill set that provided me with knowledge and tools for analysis, evaluation, creation, and use of educational technology. Successful completion of these courses also gave a renewed sense of confidence moving forward. The abort option was not necessary. During the next phase, following orbiter separation from the external tank, the astronauts can move into the on-orbit operations phase of their mission. At this stage, the astronauts may have a number of mission objectives, such as research, satellite deployment, and resupply and structural deployment for the International Space Station. Just as the astronauts could look back at the serenity of the Earth, I was finding my stride, so to speak, with Matt. My overall feeling at this point was that I could explore and attempt to play with new technologies with a new level of confidence. My understanding of learning theories was also improving with each course. This scaffolding enabled me to think about how technologies would assist myself and students achieve a metacognitive level of understanding. At this stage of the program, I began using tools and concepts learned in the program to develop new educational technology initiatives at my school. The final stage of the orbiter mission is the re-entry procedures. The orbiter must realign itself with the atmosphere in order to ensure proper re-entry and landing. My final two courses in MET associated with this section have tied it all together, so to speak. They have provided me with the final pieces of the puzzle. As the astronauts are prepared to return to Earth and share their experiences, photos, data, etc., I am preparing to move to the next phase of my educational technology leadership outside of the MET program. For me, succinct writing skills, assessment tools, and planning for tech use are all key skills I will take away from these last two courses. As the shuttle lands and I come to the completion of my reflections, I decided to add two sections. In these sections, I outline how evolution of the shuttle program aligns with my completion of the MET program. I've also provided a page of resources and references. The table you will find here is for fun and reference, comparing how orbiter technology has been used for alternate commercial use and how I envision some of the technology tools I have been exposed to in the MET program can be utilized in a classroom setting. This brings to a close my EP tour. Just as the shuttle program will now evolve, I am looking forward to extending my new skill set to my personal working environment, sharing my knowledge with peers, students, parents, and other stakeholders. Thank you for your time, and I hope you enjoyed.